Oh hey there, it's me, the Drifter, doing my usual driftery things, you know, like dinging coins, making snarky comments, that kind of thing. Welcome back, Guardian. You dirty snitch! So then, the season of the Drifter is well underway and things are getting pretty interesting. We have a hell of a lot to talk about. In this video, we're gonna explore your allegiance quest choice. Did you go full snitch and cozy up with a Vanguard? Well, did you filthy little punk? Or did you side with a Drifter? Either way, we're gonna look at how your choice will have actual in-game consequences. Interesting. And yo, look who's back in her freaky giganto form. It's everyone's favorite blue psycho, the Emissary of the Nine. She's involved in a very interesting plot development that we'll explore in a little more detail. We're also going to try and uncover the mystery of this season's missing exotic, the Arbalest, which has yet to be discovered. Plus, the Thorn seems to have a unique hidden perk. Stay tuned to find out exactly what I'm talking about. And of course, we're going to try and get our hands on some of that sweet, precious loot. I'm going to open 14, yes, count them, 14 spider bounties in the hope of getting the Lord of the Wolves exotic shotgun. And to finish off, I'm going to open more notorious engrams in the hope of getting that effing chicken dinner emote. You'll never turn me into KFC. Right then, so first up, let's talk about the allegiance quest. You had to choose between either the Vanguard or the Drifter, and we were promised in-game consequences as a result of our choice. Well, if you sided with the Vanguard, you'll be able to collect a small gift from Ikora upon each weekly reset. Now, the gift contains a single piece of powerful Vanguard gear, a boon of the Vanguard, 10 Vanguard Tactician tokens, and an enhancement core. Now, if you sided with a Drifter, you'll be able to collect a small gift from him upon each weekly reset. His gift contains a powerful piece of Gambit gear, 4 synths, and 100 infamy points. Now, I went full snitch mode and sided with a Vanguard, and because of this, the Drifter now legit hates me and he's been calling me a snitch at every opportunity, which I've got to admit, I actually think is brilliant. So yeah, siding with a Vanguard changes the way the Drifter talks to you in-game. Check out my Snitch Montage.
You're picking the Vanguard over me, huh? Ha! You punk. Whoever or whatever you think I am, you're wrong. How's that suit you? Snitch. Hold on to your ghosts! Hey, you may be a snitch, but old Drifter still needs moats. Alright, hold on to something. Back to it, snitch. Hostiles brought the big guns. Snitch.
Next up, this new item from Xur. It's an invitation of the 9. Every week for 9 weeks, Xur will have one of these for you to purchase for 9 legendary shards. Yeah, we get the message, Bungo. We're dealing with the effing 9. This week, Xur was on Titan. So then, in order to unlock this week's invitation, you gotta collect materials by killing Cabal, Fallen, Taken, and then completing the Lake of Shadow Strike. It's pretty standard stuff. It's only after you complete all the objectives that things start to get interesting. You receive an actual invitation to meet the Emissary of the 9. And here she is in all her massive blue glory. Now, after spouting her trademark cryptic BS, you're prompted to experience a vision. Now, in this vision, the Drifter's life is threatened by one of the Shadows of Yore, a group of corrupt guardians who idolize the evil Dredgen Yore. It's a group the Drifter once belonged to himself, but the Drifter has other plans, producing a moat to summon a taken captain that delivers a brutal smackdown to the thorn-wielding assassin. Remember people, snitches get stitches. And then for reasons that are still unclear, the Emissary of the 9 appears and gives the Drifter the haul. That's the massive chunk of Ascendant Realm that the Drifter tows behind his ship. You know, the thing that looks like a purple testicle. Upon your return to the Drifter, well, things get even murkier. The Drifter has also been experiencing visions and warns you in no uncertain terms to keep clear of that little blue psycho. You see her coming, you turn the other way, trust nothing she says. And so you too are now privy to this bizarre relationship between the Emissary and the Drifter. Expect to learn more as you complete Xur's weekly invitations. Okay, lore time's over, boys and girls. It's now time to talk exotics. Namely, the Season 6 exotic Arbalest, which is yet to be discovered. It's a linear fusion rifle that sits in your kinetic slot, and aesthetically, it's similar in design to all the new Gambit Prime weapons, which may give us a clue as to how we eventually earn this thing. So then, let's have a little fun speculating. Now, a classified exotic consumable has been discovered in Destiny's database. This image is most likely a placeholder, so don't read too much into it. So, what could it be used for? Well, as it currently stands, Gambit Prime has 3 tiers. You pop in a weak moat for tier 1, you pop in a middling moat for tier 2, and as you can see here, you pop in a powerful moat for tier 3. But as you can see, there's a potential 4th tier offering. Could it be that at some point in the future, we could say slot in an exotic consumable here and have the chance to grind for the Arbalest? Like I said, this is just purely speculation. How do you guys think we'll be getting this exotic linear fusion rifle? Leave a comment below and let me know. Now, while we're on the subject of the Reckoning, this week's Reckoning boss was an Oryx wannabe. Now, Bungie's confirmed that boss encounters will alternate week to week. It's worth noting that defeating the mini Oryx boss has a chance of dropping the Gambit Prime hand cannon spare rations. To give you an idea of the drop rate, Twitch streamer Glad ran tier 3 a whopping 77 times and earned a total of 14 spare ration hand cannons, as well as a whole heap of other Gambit Prime weapons. So yeah, if you fancy farming these items, hop in the Reckoning. Now, so far I've only completed tier 2, and if you're curious as to what our method is, well, it's pretty simple. You pop down a rifts, you all jump in the rifts, and then you spam your heavies and supers, and that mini Oryx thing is gone in no time. It's pretty simple if you've got that little strat down. Tier 3, however, I ain't attempted it yet, mate. As soon as I've finished making this video, I'm gonna go give it a try. Next up, we're gonna talk about what appears to be a secret perk for Thorn. Now, we all know how much blights suck balls. As you can see, their shields are immune to your bullets. You need to actually enter the blight in order to deal it damage. Well, thanks to Thorn, that's no longer the case. As you can see, Thorn bullets pass directly through the shield and deal damage to the blight with him. And I'm pretty sure that this is the only weapon that can do that. I've tested Le Monarch, Jotun, Malfeasance, Wishender, and a whole heap of other weapons, and only Thorn can penetrate blight shields and, well, take them out from a distance. Now, whether this is an intended hidden perk or simply a glitch remains to be seen, but it's certainly worth knowing. So yeah, you can now stand back and casually ping blights until they implode. And let's be honest, it's all the Taken deserve, the multiplying, teleporting medieval dickweeds. Have you guys bagged yourselves the Thorn yet? And if so, has it got any secret superpowers that we have yet to know about? If so, leave a comment below, share it to the world, and let us all know. Thank you very much. Let's move the F on. Okay, it's now time for my favourite part of the video, chasing that sweet, precious loot. Now, as you can see, I have 14 spider bounties to cash in, and if you didn't already know, spider bounties have a chance of dropping the exotic shotgun Lord of Wolves. So why only now have I decided to grind spider bounties for this weapon? Well, it's because everyone's telling me that since the shotgun changes in the latest game update, Lord of Wolves is now an absolute beastly boss shredder. So here I am trying to get it. So here we go, let's do this. It actually took me quite a while to grind out all 14 of these bounties. If we don't get it this week, we're going to try again next week. So let's start. Here we go. A booyaxi to the shaxi. We got the Ether Doctor. Let's just keep going through these until hopefully Lord of Wolves drops. So we got Dust Rock Blues. Hopefully that's got a nice little drop on it. So we're getting legendary gear for each one of these things, which is nice. Now guys, from this point onwards, my live audio file corrupted, which is effing annoying to say the least. So I've had to re-record it. So this isn't live. So I kind of know what happens towards the end here. So I'm going to keep you in suspense. Do I get Lord of Wolves or do I not? You'll just have to effing wait and find out. But I will say this is actually a really good way of getting enhancement cores. If you're short on those, grind out a few of those spider bounties and, you know, you can increase your enhancement cores quite a bit. But I will say this, some of the wanted bounties simply require to wait around in the patrol area until that wanted enemy turns up. And I gotta say, that's about as fun as watching paint dry. Did not enjoy doing those bounties at all. But I digress. Grinding spider bounties until I get the exotic Lord of Wolves shotgun is now going to be my new end of video loot chase. Now, as you're about to see, unfortunately I didn't get the Lord of Wolves shotgun this week, but I'll be back next week. Oh yes, I'll be back. Stay tuned for the loot chase. Okay then, it's now time to open 10 notorious engrams. Notorious. I'm hoping to get that effing chicken dinner emote. You'll never eat me, you bastard. Okay then, so let's get into this. Let's start with my first notorious engram. Can we get any exotics at all? I've actually had pretty bad luck recently with getting any exotics from these effing engrams. So let's hope that luck changes and I can get one, the chicken dinner emote, or two, any exotic emotes, any exotic items will do. Please, can we just do this shit? We're getting blue trash as per usual. Can we please have a bit of luck change and get some decent shit? Okay, let's do this. Otherwise, we're going to have to keep on grinding this as my end game loot thingy majig bobby majig simmy jimmy saree. Let's do this. Okay, can we get an exotic at any point during this effing loot session? Please. There we go, we got chair pop, which I've got to say is like really similar to the other chair stuff, so I'm not particularly enamored by that exotic emote, but it's an exotic emote, so I'm not gonna moan. Now let's see if we can get the effing chicken dinner emote. We got the cloister dance, I don't want that. We know what we want. There we go, last chance. Can we go clutch on this shit? Booyaxie to the shaxi. No. We still haven't got the chicken dinner emote. We gotta wait until next week to get that and Lord of Wolves for at least another shot at it anyway. Okay, now let's move the F on. I'm sorry. Guys, thank you so much for blessing this video with your eyeballs and your ear holes. If you want to bless it with your thumb too, give it a cheeky little thumbs up. Subscribe for heaps more content. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch more content from me right now, click the on-screen image and we'll speak again very soon, my little friendios.